Before we begin, write in the comments which blue eye makeup look you think feels more trendy, the left eye or the right. And which one feels a little out of the style now? Blue eyeshadow can look so beautiful, but most women avoid blue because it can easily look too harsh, too dark, or just too much. And this video is all about how to make blue look soft, modern, lifted, and elegant. So today I want to show you how to wear blue in soft, modern way without it looking heavy or outdated. This is not that bright icy blue or electric blue from the past. This is more elegant, diffuse version that actually makes the eyes stand out. If you have ever thought blue isn't for you, I truly think the real issue usually isn't the color itself. It's the placement, the texture, and the intensity, or the undertone against your skin. Let's begin. On the eyelids, prep matters a lot. If the lid is too oily or uneven, blue can cling to texture and start looking patchy. So first of all, remove everything from the lids with the micellar water. Skin oil, leftover concealer, or foundation, just everything. Make sure the lids are completely dry. While that dries down, let's apply lipstick. I always start with my lip makeup first, so I can see how intense the overall look already feels and stop myself from adding more and more eyeshadow. And this lipstick is an incredible beautiful shade. I'm a huge fan of this type of product because I can wear it in daytime, then layer it a little more and instantly turn it into the nighttime look. You know, it's kind of my aromatherapy. I honestly don't know what they put in there. And with this color, the eyes pop immediately. Only then apply eye primer to the back of your hand, warm it up and go over the lids. I always apply eye primer with my fingertips, simply because you can control exactly how much product you are applying. I intentionally chose a lighter, whiter eye base to make the canvas brighter and cleaner. This helps a blue eyeshadow stay very saturated and true to color, not dusty or brownish. We are going to talk about color theory and mixing today, and it's actually very interesting. The next step is blush. To help the blue blend perfectly without looking patchy, apply blush right in that area. I place it directly onto the hooded part of the lid. It creates the perfect transition color between the blue and your skin. Of course, you can also use white, beige, or brown tones if you want the look to create softer and calmer. But today I want to create more spring flower kind of mood. A baby pink is such a beautiful option here. It's a very clean color with a white base and a cool undertone, so it stays in the same cool color family as the blue. You can also use the same shade on the cheeks, which makes the whole look feel even more harmonious, like everything is tied together beautifully. Now, what do you remember from kindergarten? Mixing white and blue gives you a sky blue shade, right? And honestly, that's the trendiest blue right now. But I went through all the stores in the city center, and you know what? We are still waiting for the true blue shades from the new brand collections. Spoiler, I bought something very special. Wait for that. So for now, let's mix it and customize your own shade. In the grow-up version of mixing colors, we have to think about more than just blue plus white. So the quality of the pigment, the proportion, the saturation, the vibration, the texture, the cleanness, and the depth. White powder acts like the filler here. White pigment is usually much weaker, so I have to scrap up a lot more product than I would with the very intense white eyeshadows, for example. I also found a very old blue eyeshadow palette and I don't even remember the shade name. Something from Colourpop. And then I found almost the exact same electric blue in another palette from the same brand, so check it out in my description box. Now let's apply it to the mobile lid. I'm using my fingertip to make sure everything adheres evenly to the eye primer. So many of you have asked me to create makeup for high contrast features, so here I am. As soon as you apply the blue evenly, blend the border between the lash line and the pink crease seamlessly using the same brush. At this stage, it might look a little strange, I know, trust the process. Now apply concealer in small dot to lift the outer corner and brighten the inner corner of the eyes. And this is the moment when everything starts to look clean. We have to shape, the lift, and no mess. The last thing we need is depth and light, the contrast, right? I'll start with the light. Add a little shimmer or highlighter right next to the blue eyeshadow in the inner corner. Or if you have a white blue shimmer shade in another palette, go for that instead. Next, mascara. I always choose a black mascara here to separate the eyeshadow from the eye itself, so it looks more like intentional artistry and less like a real bruise. It instantly adds depth. We want a lot of fluffy lashes, and this mascara gives me exactly what I need. It already looks good enough to stop right here, so if you feel like that's enough, please stop, add mascara, reapply again lipstick, and that's it. But have you seen how beautiful blue and burgundy complement each other? And I'm going to take the pencil all along the upper waterline to add more depth and really play with the color theory. The contrast between these two shades is incredible, truly. I'll also add the winged liner and cover any mascara marks left on the lid. Of course, graphic or more structured makeup is a huge trend right now. Makeup is always connected to what's happening politically, socially, and economically, and one of the fastest way we reflect the current moment and express ourselves is through makeup. And blue eyeshadow already makes such a strong statement on its own. But that burgundy pencil still has my heart. And let's apply it along the lower lash line as well. Just lean into the creative flow. On the other eye, I'll do a lighter version. And to set the pencil, go over it with the same burgundy shade in a dry powdery texture. I'm gonna actually use blush for this, and then blend it softly into the skin. A wider blend gives a much bigger eye effect than simply applying liner in the waterline, don't you agree? And now the star of the show. What I bought for the spring is a new eyeshadow from Lancome in my collection. Let's unbox it together. I literally couldn't figure out how to open it at first, because in the store the refill was already displayed open. Okay, now I got it. Okay, they are fully playing to the nostalgic mood. The packaging is so cute and instantly reminds me of my mom's makeup kit when she was younger. Okay, you got me, Lancome. This is so cute and fun. Do you see these purple, blue, pink, and yellow shiny particles? Okay, let's try them. I'm applying it with my fingertip first. Wow, they look so frosty. And this is the magic part. They change depending on the angle and are duochrome. That means they look more saturated on different bases. For example, here I'm applying it over the blue eyeshadow. Now it reads more blue. But on my finger from the first swatch, it looks frosty white. Can you even imagine how stunning this will look over a black pencil? Just wow. Oh, and by the way, here's how it looks on the hand with no base at all. Like a dream, like a fairy tale. Now let's try it just on the eye primer. I overloaded my fingertip with eyeshadow. I just feel the sparkles are everywhere now. Can't stop to reapply again and again. Oh, help me. It's incredible smooth and so pretty. Never mind, I'll clean it later. Let's also add the burgundy pencil and do wing. I want to bring more blue into this look. So I'm applying blue eye pencil along the lash line and blending it between the two colors, just connecting them seamlessly. Kind of creating a gradient. Then mascara again, clean up under the eyes with a concealer, blending it outwards toward the temple, and here we go, two completely different eye looks. One bold, one lighter, and neither has a single brown eyeshadows inside. Look at this difference. The close-ups are incredible, and I'm such a huge fan of this type of makeup. I'm actually heading to a meeting right after filming this, so I need to do something similar on the other eye quickly. Obviously, we'll go for a darker version together and fast, because I need to leave in 5 minutes, so let's go. Okay, I wish for all of us to have the hardest decision, like choosing makeup colors rather than dealing with everything crazy going on. So, let's finish up. Apply the burgundy color along the lower lash line and also along the upper lash line. Cover the blue pencil right above it, no need to remove any makeup time. Next, blend the lower line with the sponge on the opposite side of the pencil to make the eyes look bigger. And set everything with a bit of blush. I love doing this because blush is usually less concentrated than eyeshadow. It has a filler, so it softens the pigment and gives a smoother transition. Now, apply the blue eyeshadow all over the mobile lid and blend the border between the blue and the crease using just a pink blush to make everything look silky and smooth. Add a frosty blue sparkle on the mobile lid. I'm sure we'll all be hunting for this kind of eyeshadow for the New Year's holidays. And here we have the final result. Now let's add the lipstick. I feel like we can go in for a second layer to really finish the look. And that's it. 2 completely wearable yet statement-making blue eye looks, one soft and one bold. I hope this inspires you to try blue in fresh, modern way without fear. Before you go, I want to hear from you. Which look do you prefer, the soft one or the bold one? And would you try mixing your own shades at home like we did today? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!